17-year-old Anna chats online with a guy named Eric, who studies in another city. Despite the age difference and the distance separating them, Anna feels a kindred spirit in him. The girl's mother, Beth, hears the conversation through the door but does not interfere. After all, it is just harmless online communication. Most teenagers do this, so the woman has no objection at all. When Anna learns that her mother's boyfriend, Tim, has proposed to her, she is over the moon. And Beth is happy too. The mother and daughter share a very close, trusting relationship. The next day, Anna's best friend Britt comes over. Until that moment, Britt knew nothing about Anna having a boyfriend. The girl, however, insists that it is not a romantic relationship, just communication. Eric is older and studies in college. Anna truly enjoys chatting with Eric in the evenings about literature and philosophy. But when he suggests meeting in real life, she hesitates. The appeal of this relationship lies in the distance. Anna has created an image of the perfect guy in her mind and is content with it, understanding that in real life Eric might be completely different. Still, he insists that they should meet. Eric is even willing to come to her. Anna avoids giving a direct answer, and wishing him good night, hangs up. Beth works as a realtor, and today she has 2 house showings scheduled. Later, the woman plans to start planning the wedding, and then celebrate her daughter's birthday with her. Anna is not listening to her mother at all, completely absorbed in her phone. After yesterday's conversation, Eric is not replying to her messages. Maybe she offended him. Soon the guy finally calls her on video chat. As it turns out, he has already arrived in her city and is standing right in front of her house. It is a surprise for her 18th birthday. But the girl is not happy about such a surprise, not knowing how she should behave in a situation like this. Eric calls her. Anna tells him that showing up without warning is very intrusive on his part. The guy apologizes, saying he will leave the gift on the doorstep and simply go. In the end, Anna opens the door for him, but does not invite him inside. He hands her the gift. Their first real-life meeting turns out awkward. To avoid making the situation even worse, Eric decides to leave. But before that, he asks Anna to call him as soon as she is ready. Left alone, the girl unwraps the gift. It turns out to be her favorite book. This makes Anna call Eric, and they go for a walk together. In fact, he is 28 years old and dropped out of college long ago. Eric lied to get Anna's attention. Now, however, he is afraid of losing her, so he wants to be honest. While Beth tries to manage everything at once, her daughter thanks Eric for the book, saying it is a very thoughtful gift. The girl cannot help herself and hugs him. And although she was angry at first, Eric has charmed her. Tim and Beth prepare everything for Anna's upcoming birthday party, unaware that right now she is upstairs in her room with Eric. They fell asleep and did not hear Beth and Tim return home. Before the girl's mother comes in, Eric manages to hide under the blanket. The woman seems not to notice him. At this point, Eric cannot leave. He will not fit through the window. If the guy goes downstairs, Tim, who is a deputy police chief, will arrest him. This news does not please Eric at all. The guests are about to arrive. The guy will have to wait in Anna's room until everything is over. When the girl comes downstairs, everyone starts happily congratulating her. Thanking her mother and stepfather, Anna goes out for a walk with her friends, Britt and Ashley. Denny, a shy guy who has long been in love with Anna, approaches the girls and hands her a gift. Earlier, Anna lied to Denny, saying she would not be home, just to get rid of him. Beth reflects on the upcoming changes in life. Since Anna's father left them, they have been through a lot together. This house has become a fortress for them. But soon they will move in with Tim. He promises his beloved that he will always take care of her and her daughter. The couple has no idea that there is a stranger in Anna's room right now. The girl does not let go of her phone for a second, texting with Eric. Meanwhile, Tim leaves, confident that everything is fine and calm. Anna's biological father did not even congratulate her. She has not seen him since childhood and has no desire to. Either way, the girl has no time for that now. She is completely absorbed in Eric, continuing to exchange messages with him throughout the evening. The guy tiptoes out of Anna's room while Beth is in the shower. Anna returns quite late and does not find Eric in the room. She calls him, but the number is unavailable. Only in the morning does the girl realize in horror that her mother is gone. Beth's phone is still lying on the kitchen table. However, it only seemed that way to Anna. In reality, her mother had not gone anywhere and was simply getting ready for work. The girl carefully pretends that everything is fine. Beth is surprised to discover that as much as half the cake was eaten overnight. Anna lies, saying that she gave a large piece of cake to Britt. Only after her mother leaves can the girl stop forcing a smile. Later, she meets up with her friends, unable to stop thinking about why Eric still has not called back. Denny approaches them again and invites Anna to go out somewhere. But Denny does not interest the girl. She is madly in love with Eric. And finally he calls back. It turns out his phone had died, and until that moment he had no chance to charge it. Anna is so happy that Eric called. The guy admits that he has never met anyone like her before. This completely melts her heart. Beth and Tim discuss the wedding preparations, but Anna is hardly interested. She thinks only about Eric and sends him her selfies. Mother and daughter go out to choose a dress for Beth. Anna is genuinely happy that her mother has found happiness with Tim. She deserves it. Anna is constantly texting Eric, who by the way still has not left for his own city. One day the girl confesses to her mother and stepfather that she has a boyfriend. They are happy, but their joy turns into concern when Anna mentions that she met him online and that he studies in college, without specifying his age. Beth tries to have a heart-to-heart talk with her daughter and warn her against this relationship, because she does not know the guy at all. On the internet, anyone can pretend to be anyone. Anna declares that she loves Eric. She simply did not want to keep any secrets from her mother. Beth chooses her words very carefully so as not to provoke a conflict, taking Anna's teenage maximalism into account. But the girl believes that Eric is sincere. Otherwise, why would he travel 1,000 miles just to see her? Eric, by the way, is waiting outside right now to meet Anna's parents. It is not easy for Beth, but she agrees. Anna brings her beloved into the house. As soon as Beth sees him, she freezes in shock, as if she recognizes this guy. Meanwhile, Eric explains that he met Anna online on a poetry forum, and that is how their communication began. Eric had not planned anything like this, it all just happened on its own. Unable to endure it any longer, Beth leaves the room. Tim follows her, asking what is going on. Anna having a boyfriend is not a tragedy. The woman simply wants Eric to leave right now. The situation continues to escalate. Beth tries to drive Eric away, and then Anna begins to threaten that she will leave with him. The woman decides to talk to Eric in private. No matter how much Anna objects, Tim insists that it really would be better if Beth and Eric talked without witnesses. In reality, the guy is here only because of Beth. He came up with a plan to get to her through her daughter. The woman demands that he leave immediately and never return. Anna hears them arguing. In the end, Eric does not let the girl leave with him, promising that they will be reunited soon. He also hints to Beth that it would be better if everyone learned the truth. Anna is deeply upset, thinking that her mother said terrible things to Eric. Tim comforts his fiancée, assuring her that everything will soon work itself out. Beth knows only one thing: she never wants to see Eric again. The man promises that they will get through this together. From that moment on, the relationship between mother and daughter is strained. No matter how hard Beth tries to explain to her daughter that she acted solely for her benefit, Anna does not even want to listen. The girl has no idea why her mother reacted to Eric the way she did. He, by the way, never called Anna again. She will do everything she can to make sure no one separates them. Eric seeks a meeting with Beth so they can finally talk calmly. His real name is Jesse. Many years ago they had a brief affair, but Jesse's parents were strongly opposed to the relationship because Beth was much older than him. And although Jesse did not care about his parents' opinion, Beth chose to disappear from his life, believing it would be better for everyone. Jesse refuses to end his relationship with Anna, just to stay closer to Beth. Any arguments she makes about how people can be mistaken and misled prove useless and unheard. When Tim shows up to pick Beth up, Jesse forces her to tell him what happened between them in the past. It is obvious that the guy is obsessed with Beth and needs help. Tim threatens Eric, saying that if he bothers them even once more, he will end up behind bars. As soon as Jesse finally leaves, Tim demands that Beth tell him the whole truth. She had not spoken before because she was ashamed. Jesse had been her student, and they grew close. After rumors about their affair spread, Beth was fired in disgrace. Jesse meanwhile invented love for himself and believed in that fantasy, even though it had all been nothing but a terrible mistake. Tim is disappointed. It turns out he did not know many things about his fiancée. It is unbearable for the man even to hear this. Jesse, rejected by the woman he loves, cannot hold back his tears. Tim manages to find out that the guy lives in his parents' apartment, does not study anywhere, and does not work. Beth decides that it really would be better if her daughter learned the truth. It is not easy for Anna to process. It turns out that her first love has turned into a cruel lie. Jesse is a liar and a manipulator. Tim arranges for a patrol car to be stationed near Beth's house in case Jesse returns. Tim thinks everything through, and realizes that no matter what, he wants to be with his beloved. Falling into melancholy, Anna sits in her room and eats nothing. Britt suggests that her friend get some fresh air. After all, life does not end here. But the girl misses Jesse so much. Unable to resist, she suggests that they meet. He agrees without hesitation. They hug for a long time. Beth is glad to see that her daughter is smiling again. When the girl goes out for a walk, Beth gets ready for the engagement reception, where Tim is waiting for her, when Jesse suddenly appears. He deliberately waited until the woman was home alone. She tells him that Anna already knows the truth about him. Jesse replies with a smirk that he's aware of it, and advises Beth to go up to her daughter's room. There, she finds Anna's packed bags. Clearly she is planning to run away with Jesse. Since Beth disappeared from his life, he has lost the desire to live. All these years he has longed to see her, believing that his feelings were mutual. The woman insists that he is confused and needs psychological help. Jesse shouts about how much he hates himself. Beth loved teaching so much, and he took that away from her. So it turns out that everyone around him had been right all along, and that he really is disturbed. Beth admits that she also made a mistake by falling in love with him. But she had a family, she could not allow herself to indulge that feeling. The woman would very much like to change everything. Jesse says that for him, it is not a mistake. He wants to believe that Beth still has feelings for him. She objects, saying that this is not the case. Jesse knows that at the very least, Anna has feelings for him. The guy recorded the conversation on a voice recorder to protect himself. Jesse does not want to ruin Beth's life, but he wants to somehow put his own back together. The woman begs him not to take her daughter away. At that moment Anna appears and declares that Jesse is not taking her anywhere, she is going with him herself. There is a big difference. But before they leave, the girl wants Jesse to forgive Beth. This will allow him to let go and move on. Jesse simply leaves the voice recorder on the table and tells Anna that he will wait for her outside. Beth already understands that Jesse is going to leave without Anna, disappearing from her life forever. This is his revenge on Beth. That is exactly what happens. The girl is broken, feeling betrayed. Beth hugs her daughter. She is so sorry. Later, mother and daughter head to the reception where Tim is waiting for them. They have to go, they simply have to. Beth's wedding is coming up soon, so she has to smile. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel not to miss more exciting new products. Also, the authors will be pleased if you leave your opinion in the comments.